Now, I have a blank page going on next here, and I wanted to give you some pro tips. And if you might have some, you could use this room here. You see all this room right here? You could totally write this in here, or you could jot it down in the margins or somewhere else where you might have some room. I just have a couple of tips that I wanted to tell you, or you can come back and read this later, or write this later. These are my pro tips for open systems. If you're wondering if it's an open or a closed system, and then what do I do when it's an open system, okay? These are Mrs. Gastler's pro tips, okay? First, check to see what's missing. If nothing is missing, it's probably closed. Second, if it says friction, the first thing still applies. If everything's in the system, it's still a closed system. If something is missing, then that's when you really have to think about it, okay? So if something is missing, then it's open. And the energy that whatever is missing doesn't get to count. So the important things there are no earth. That means you don't have any gravitational potential energy. That is a G, not a Q, but the orange thing is covering it up, okay? And if there's no spring, there's no elastic potential energy, okay? You have to have the stretchy or squishy thing in order to include that. No, the moving thing, if the moving thing's not in there, there's no kinetic energy, but those are the two big things that often throw people off, okay? So you have to pay attention to what's in your system in order for that to work, okay? Again, if your teacher is around and you have questions, make sure you ask. If your teacher's not around, you can always ask them later. But make sure you ask your questions, okay? Thanks for watching.